Hi guys, it's your friendly neighbourhood captain again. So today, I'm in the Fortress of Solitude, my man cave, and today we'll be putting a power steering pump into my car. It's been chewing itself apart for the last 6 weeks. It's not going to last much longer without exploding in my face. So, yeah, I will show you how it's done. And it's going to be a challenge because some of you might know the Battle Bus is a 2.5 litre V6. There's not a lot of room under there. Right, so all you men out there will appreciate big engine, 2.5 litre V6. As you can see, power steering pump is here, but I've got to take off all the engine mounts on this side to get to it. I'm pretty sure the leak is coming from the pulley side there, but I won't know until I take all the covers off and have a good look. And I'll move the power steering bottle out the way. First stage, we've got to take off the surround. Okay, so a bit more exposed now, as you can see. It took me 5 minutes. So, 2 connections. This one's a little bit loose, but that's not where the oil's coming from. I'm going to look down in that little gully there. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually full of power steering oil. So, quite clearly something's going on down that side there. So, I've got to take the engine mounting off this side, support it from underneath. So, I'm going to have to jack up the car now. Side note, whenever we're jacking up a car, make sure you chock the wheels. Don't want an incident. Well, the next step is going to take an assortment of tools. I'll show you. Okay, so I've jacked up the car, as you can see. I've loosened off these mounts, those mounts there. I've loosened off. Got to loosen off this one, and then take it out. Occasionally, you might find a bolt that doesn't want to move. For such situations, I recommend the power of Thor. And there we go. Clearly another quirk of the car. Got this bolt in here for the engine mount. And look. Brilliant design, guys. Whoever thought that up shouldn't get their pension. Right, I've removed the engine mount. Got that bolt out. So there is the offending article. Next I have to release the belt. Did notice this rubber and bush mounting here has got a slight split in it. That's something to replace at some point. But because it's so cold, first things first, cup of tea. Earl Grey, of course. Makes you feel like Jean-Luc Picard, captain of the Enterprise. Right, so I've got to take off the lower engine mount. So for that, I've taken the wheel off to get to the bolts underneath. I'm just undone this to get some more access because this pipe's here. Move that out the way. Obviously this is one of the power steering lines, so there's probably going to be some leakage. Don't forget to put a cloth there. Also, it's very cold. I hate the cold. Excellent news. There's a cutout here, which means I might be able to sneak it out without actually having to take that engine mount off, which will save me loads of time. I've taken the belt off. Let's give it a go. By the way, whoever invented these fake Jubilee clips needs to be shot. Why can't you use a proper Jubilee clip? They're so much better. Why? Why? Tat. And there's the oil, which I'm going to clean up underneath. And here's the old pump. So it could be the gasket sealed here, gone here, or if I wiggle it, there's a bit of lateral movement, which I haven't got my new one, which is second hand off eBay, 35 quid. And I gave it a bit of a nice black, satin black spray as well. So hopefully that will solve the problem. But yeah, it's got a bit of movement in it, so I think the seal might have gone right up there and it's leaking around, or the gasket's gone here. Either way, it's creating a hell of a noise when the engine's cold, so either air's getting into it or the bearings are gone in it. So let's put the new one in and see if it fixes the problem. Okay, that's the belt back on. It's all bolted in. I'm just going to put one of the pipes back on with a proper Jubilee clip, maybe 2, just to be pedantic. Top tip, once you put a belt back on, rotate the engine by hand to reset the belt. Make sure it's sitting properly before you start the engine. Right, well, I've just got to put that little lot back together now. Oh, by the way, proper Jubilees, as I said, these are actually Imperial Jubilees. I thought these were 7mm. They're actually not, they're an Imperial measurement. So, seems fitting. Long live the Empire. Right, that's the engine back together. I've topped that up because obviously that level's going to drop once I start to bleed it. by turning the wheels left to right. I've got to put the wheel back on, put the tray back on, just got to rotate the engine to reset the belt, and we'll give it a test. Right, that's it running. Going to raise it to operating temperature, check for leaks. Don't know about that rattling sound, that's something else. But the power steering pump is quiet. Job done. But we'll wait half hour, check for leaks, and if not, we'll consider this job done. And not a moment too soon, because the sun's gone in and it's getting cold again. And you know how much I hate the cold. I'm a Caribbean pirate, really. Battle bus has been repaired. Right, fully run to operating temperature. No leaks whatsoever. Just got to put the cover back on. Go inside and warm up, have a cup of tea, some lunch. Okay, I've just done about 35 miles in the battle bus, and the power steering pump is working perfectly. No fluid loss. It's quiet. The steering feels great. So I'm just going to pop to the shops now for some lunch. I think I'll get a pork pie, maybe some ale. But the battle bus is fixed. It's job done. Onwards to the next project.